Taylor, you pitched almost 50 innings less than this time last year. Do you feel any different?
No, I think that the big difference between this year and last year, is our team's confidence and our team's energy level throughout every game that we play, and especially coming from our bench. That they've been a tremendous help this postseason so far, and especially the last weekend that we played in conference at UCLA. So they're really motivating, really helpful, and they push us to be better on and off field. So.
How can you learn from your experience against Baylor a couple years ago?
The past is the past. There's nothing you could do to change it. We had to move forward, and I think that for the most part we've done a very good job of that. It stings, and it always will. But it's part of the game. Coach always says, every loss takes a little chunk out of his body, and so that one definitely did for us. But this is a new year, and this is a new team. We have a lot of girls that were younger then that are older now, and have really stepped up to their roles as leaders on this team. Like I said, we have a great supporting bench that can come and play when needed, but they're very supportive otherwise. And we have a pitching staff that is pretty confident and knows that our fielders and our hitters can get the job done.
Coach, is there anything to playing an SEC team, the aura that SEC has now with softball? What's that like coaching against an SEC team?
Truthfully, at this time of the year, it really doesn't matter where they're from, and they're here for a reason. They deserve to be here. They're a good team. I don't really worry about where they're from, whether they're from the SEC or the ACC or the Pac-12. So that's really not a factor.
What are your thoughts about Ole Miss from what you know about them?
Well, they're here for a reason. They're a good team. They've earned the right to be here. They're a very aggressive team, we look forward to some very competitive games. So that's all I know,
Taylor,
or all I'll give you.
Taylor, what would it mean as a senior to make it to the World Series, to win a Super Regional here? Because the last couple of senior classes haven't been able to do that in 4 years that they've been here.
Yeah, for me, I'm not really thinking about, how old I am or, what's at stake. It's another day to play softball. We're one of the 16 teams that get to continue playing softball this weekend. And for me, it doesn't matter how old I am. I'm going to go out there and do everything I can for my team, regardless of whether I'm 19 years old or, close to 23. So, but this is the part of the game that you love to play. You love to go out, you love to compete, and this is the part of the season that you want to be in. These are the games that you want to win. So we're just going to take it pitch by pitch this weekend, and inning by inning and game by game, and we're going to go from there. But right now, we're ready to attack. We're ready to come out and compete.
Jesse, I don't know if you saw the picture that the newspaper had of that third home run. It appeared you had your eyes closed when you hit that. Was that in fact the case, and is that something that happens a lot?
I don't know, really. If there's been a few pictures like that, I hope that was just a missed shot and they didn't get me with my eyes open. But, hey, it helped our team out, and that's all that really matters. If it happened, it happened. But definitely was excited to get more runs on the board for our team and help our pitching staff out. Denham was throwing a great game that game, and just wanted to have her a little bit more confidence for her going into that last inning to help shut the door. But, yeah, if my eyes were closed, they're closed.
Pretty impressive, Mike, if she can hit home runs like that. Right?
Well, it's really not unusual, to be honest with you. A lot of hitters kind of project where the ball's coming, and because you have to start your swing so damn early in this game. So I'm sure you could catch some pictures of hitters that have their eyes closed at contact, but they've seen it up to that point.
Taylor, what have you learned the most from Coach Candrea?
Yeah, I think what I've learned the most actually started before I even got here on my official visit. I think I've told this story before, but the biggest thing that I remember him telling me, and one of the huge reasons apart from, Coach being the coach at Arizona, is he straight up said, I'm not a car salesman. I'm not going to sell you to come to this school. You're going to have to want to come here, and you're going to have to win for Arizona. And, being here has really taught me that the tradition and legacy that's been left here, and the family unit that's here. You're not going to get that anywhere else. That's part of Arizona softball, and that's part of the Tucson community, and the fans and the support systems that we have here, both on and off the field, are just tremendous. And the biggest thing that I've learned is there's more important things in life than softball, and we're going to get prepared for life after softball. We may not know it right away, but there's always going to be something, and that's the biggest thing, because you can take that anywhere. It's so much more than a game. It's life. This is our life. This is what we do. And after college, it continues. Life goes on, whether you're going with it or not.
He strikes me as somebody that would be the same with you guys alone as he is out here. Is that true? Is he what you see is what you get with him?
Yeah. I think that the biggest thing is reality is reality, and that's what you're going to get. And coach is going to come out. He's going to be honest. He's going to treat everybody, a little bit differently, because their personalities are different. But that's one of the things that I love about him. Sometimes, sometimes he can get a little rough on me, but I like that in a coach. I like that tough, hey, you need to compete here. One of the biggest things I thrive off of is, hey, we need you right here, Tay. Come on, go shut the door. And, other pitchers are different. Sometimes pitchers will need a little bit of a pat on the back, like, hey, you're doing great, keep it up. So he treats the people the way that they need to be treated, and that, that's awesome. That's one of the best things you could say about a person in general.
Taylor, Mike Smith said sometimes when Taryn went to the mound for him, she would tell jokes to kind of get the pictures to calm down. Has that ever been the case? Did she ever got out there and told me to do a joke or anything like that?
Honestly, I've never heard Coach T tell a joke before.
I was gonna say, I've heard a joke out of her.
It's a different environment. I think that. And our pitching staff is different than theirs. We probably have different personalities than the pitchers that she used to work with at Ole Miss. So that might just be part of their thing that they used to do. Out here, she's more reassuring. She comes to us and tells us, hey, this is who we got up in the lineup. This is what our attack plan has been. What are you confident with? She always relays it back to us. You have to go with what you're confident in. You have to relax, know that your team has your back, and you can get out of it. You can work through whatever is going to happen on this field right now. And, but it's different for everybody. Sometimes, like I said, I've never heard her tell a joke. So, but now I'm going to go ask her if she has some, because
Probably bad.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Just, I guess for you, what's been, what have you liked about the evolution of Alyssa's drop ball? That was so effective for her in that last game of regionals.
Yeah, she's when she came here, she had a good drop ball, and I think a lot of it last year she struggled a little bit with her posture and trying to get in the right position. I think right now Taryn's helped her mechanically, and she's a kid that I think if she puts that big body in the right position, that's she's going to make the ball spin down. So I don't think it's anything that we've done that has changed it. I know one thing about her. She's definitely benefited from the weight room. She's a heck of a lot stronger than she was when she first came here. And, I think the toughest part when she came here was coming here in the spring. And so you got to realize last year we had a couple kids that really didn't have a whole fall to really get in the mix of our team and understand the culture, the team chemistry, and all that stuff. And I just think right now she has a better idea of what we represent and what we want from her. I think she's a lot more relaxed now and, more confident.
Did you recruit Finney at all? She was born here and went to some of your camps.
Yeah, she went to some of my camps. I think we might have had some conversations, but I did not recruit her.
And your thoughts about seeing her now on maybe film or their ace also? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Those two?
Both good pitchers. We're trying to develop our game plan right now to attack them. Both pitchers are different. Finney throws a little harder. Our other pitcher throws a pretty good off-speed pitch, but I think we've seen, one thing about our database, I think to this point, and you get to this time of the year, you've seen about everything. And that's the good thing about this team. There's nothing that they haven't seen. It's just a matter of being able to go into the game, be able to make the adjustments that we need to, and keep it simple. You know, get a good pitch and put a good swing on it.
Like, what have these super regionals, I guess, become for you now mentally, considering this is, I believe, now 8 since the last time you've been back to the World Series?
Yeah.
Is it any more nervous now for you because of the drought?
No, I don't. To be very honest with you, I'm not that type of person. I mean, I've never lived in the past, and I don't live in the future, and so I live today. And I think it's it's disappointing, and I have disappointments. But if you coach for 40 years, you're going to have many of those, you know. And I think sometimes you learn a lot about yourself in the tough moments. And to be honest with you, you know, I've been through a lot in my life that has kind of kept this game in perspective. And I think that's kind of the only way I'm going to live my life is it's not life-threatening. You know, I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And we're going to go out there, we're going to play a game. And we're there to win, and we always are there to win. But it's you know, it takes a lot to be able to walk away as a winner. Sometimes it takes a little luck on your side. It takes execution. I like this team. I like where they're at. I would go to battle with them anytime, anywhere. And it's not so much about their performance, but their ability to buy into the process. I think this team has a lot more to it than what you see on the field. And I think that's sometimes the tough part is when you know how much work and effort you put into it from September to now, it does mean a lot, you know. But on the other hand, I've never been one to define who I am by what I do. You know, this is my job, and I love it, and I will continue to do it as long as I do love it. But at the end of the day, I can go to bed at night and feel pretty good about